Hello people of YouTube, this is RKB38313 here with a video on kind of basically what I wanted, my opinions on a 22 as a survival rifle, or survival gun in general. Now, in my opinion, and many other people's opinions, not everyone's opinion, keep in mind, but in my opinion and many other people's opinions, a 22 is not going to be as versatile as you want it to be. As it's got a reputation as a survival weapon for. Now, 22 is extremely versatile for small game. But the thing about it is, and small game is what you would want to shoot in a survival situation, but the thing about it is, it's worthless, useless for game birds. Say you're trying to survive in an area with nothing but game birds, like maybe the middle of Kansas, or Nevada, where, you know, you got fields of bleak nothingness with coveys of quail everywhere you step, but all you got is a 22, good luck hitting one. Unless one walks out in the open, which sometimes I do, but very rarely. 22 is not going to cut it, and that's when a 410 or a 20 gauge comes in handy. But as for versatility, price, I give 22s 10. 9 out of 10 rating, or a 10 out of 10 rating. Because this one, Walmart, $107, brand new. Plus tax and background check, and overall it was like $130, and that's with the scope I bought for it, which I don't have on it right now. But, so price, I mean, you can't get much cheaper than a 22. I mean, you can get shotguns, a new shotgun for around that, about $130 bottom dollar for a Walmart gun, but that's not counting tax or anything. So, as for price, you can't beat a 22. But, as for reliability, just like any gun, automatics is going to be the least reliable, but get what you can get. I really recommend a single shot or a bolt action single shot, depending on what you can get. But I got this basically to squirrel hunt with, and I wasn't worried about getting in a survival situation with it because I have my 20 gauge for a survival gun, or my 12 gauge is a survival gun. But this is I do have a survival kit in both the forend and the stock. Now it's a one-piece stock, but there's a little screw right here, a little screw somewhere right there. Take both of those off, and you can take the barrel and action out, and there's quite a bit of storage space in here, and of course, we all know how to get in there. Take the screws off the butt and whatever. I got a survival blanket and a hand wire saw and a couple other things, a little bitty flashlight in there. Got basically all the basics in there. Fire starter, you know, just the basics. But if you're in an area, a wooded area, where you know there's going to be squirrels, again, can't beat a 22. Pretty much because of how much ammunition you can carry. You could carry literally 500 rounds of 22 ammunition in the same space it would take to carry 25 rounds of a 12 gauge, of 12 or 20 gauge. But the thing about it is, it's extremely difficult to find 22 LR ammunition, as I'm sure most of us know. I have quite a bit because we buy what we can get and we don't shoot it much. But as for finding it, it's extremely difficult. That's on account of a whole bunch of paranoid morons that think that the government is going to come take our guns. They're not going to do that. I can tell you that right now. If any of these idiots are watching this, you can cuss me out under the I don't care. Okay, because you are just completely. The government's not going to come and take our guns. Now, they might make it where we can't own an assault rifle, but this ain't an assault rifle, and neither is most of the 22s. But, whatever. Think what you want to think, but that's a paranoid delusion. Not paranoia, that's a delusion. You call yourself a survivalist, I call you a delusionist. Alright? But, more about the rifle. More about a 22 for survival. I hear people talking a lot about it. Well, just about every big game species in North America can be taken with a 22. It just takes a headshot. Well, yeah. But the thing is, why would you want to shoot a big game animal? Now, this is my theory. I mean, why? I mean, the meat would spoil. You wouldn't be able to finish it before it would spoil and render it useless. But 22s, like I said, it's got upsides and downsides. The upside is basically you can carry a lot more ammunition and cheap. It's cheap. The ammunition is a lot cheaper than 12 gauge ammo or 20 gauge ammo. But the thing is, it's hard to find. And when you can find it at like pawn shops and stuff, it's out the wazoo expensive. Excuse me. But Walmart, however, Walmart keeps their same prices. That's because Walmart knows they can sell more if they keep the prices. But keep the regular prices. They've gone up a little bit, but all ammunition has gone up a little bit since all that crap was going around about the school shooting a while back at Colorado, I think. It's old news now, but the government went crazy after that happened, and people think that they're threatening to take away our guns. Well, no, they're not going to do that, because it would be squandering our Second Amendment rights, and those are, you can't do that. But they won't do that. But as lightweight too, this is an automatic. Most of the time, automatics are the heaviest guns you're going to have. Automatics are bolts. But in a .22, you don't need a lot of steel on there because there's low recoil. So, they're going to be light, and if you get something with a synthetic stock, totally waterproof. The inside's not waterproof, but it's not going to dry rot or swell up if exposed to water. But this is an extremely well-made gun. It's made by Mossberg. This is a Mossberg 702 Plinkster. Really good gun. You can buy more magazines for it. You can buy a magazine that holds like 30 rounds, I think. This one just holds 10. But get that in there. But that would be great. I mean, I would love to have something that holds 30 rounds in here. Be cool. But as for an overall rating as a survival gun, I give a .22 a 7. I give a shotgun, I give a 20 gauge a 9, a 12 gauge a 9, and a 410 shotgun probably a 7 or 8, 7.5 probably. But as for the .22 overall survival versatility rating, 7. There might be people out there that disagree with me, but everyone's entitled to their opinion. So, and that's mine. But I guess that's it. Please comment, please subscribe, and God bless.